last night I had the funniest night's sleep, so I've just sprayed some deodorant and it's gone straight down my throat. Yeah, I had like such a weird night's sleep. So like I slept, I think from about midnight till about 7, but I kept like tossing and turning. And then I woke up before my alarm. But I was in that weird state where I was exhausted but couldn't sleep. So I just ended up lying there playing on my phone and like reading, hoping that I might just like doze off, but I didn't, unfortunately. So I ended up getting up, getting some breakfast, and then I just kind of tried to distract myself, and then I got too tired to do anything else, so I came back to bed for an hour. So we are now lunchtime, because I've gotten up, I've got a dress, washed my face and all that stuff. I want to put on a hair mask on my hair tonight because I did what do you call it, I used dry shampoo the other day. I got the new, let me show you. So while I was out with my mum and my brother and my auntie, I nipped in to Boots in Bromborough and went to pick up some dry shampoo. Only I tend to buy like a big thing of dry shampoo because it lasts me ages, and for some reason when I last went to Costco, I must have forgotten, because Costco sell the big one, they sell like a 2-pack of the big ones like this, but I get the floral one. It's like a pink and white bottle, with like, it's white with pink flowers basically, and I usually get that one or like the cherry one, if like they don't have my usual. And they, like when I went, they only had really tiny bottles for like £3, and all the big bottles like this size like had all the lids off them, as if they'd all been like used, which was disgusting. But I ended up finding this one, which was one of the few big ones that didn't have the lid taken off it, and like, you know, you can tell an aerosol hasn't been sprayed before. It was like that, and it's the Dry Shampoo Plus, which is supposed to give you heavenly volume, and I have quite thin hair, quite thin and fine hair, so I thought, well, it's gonna give me volume. I mean, dry shampoo does give me volume, but it doesn't stay, because my hair just goes flat towards the end of the day anyway. So I thought, well, this might be the perfect solution. But I've used it a couple of times now, and it not only makes my hair really, really dry, like when I touch it, it feels dry. It doesn't feel moisturised, and it feels like there's a constant layer of powder in it. I mean, I haven't put dry shampoo in it today and yesterday, and I used this on Sunday, and it's still looking pretty good in terms of not looking greasy, but it leaves it feeling very dry, like there's powder on it. And I noticed, I thought at first I just sprayed it in wrong, and like I'd maybe knotted it with my brush. But the first time I sprayed it, I sprayed a little bit in my fringe because my fringe looked like a tad greasy. And then I noticed that, oh god, I noticed that it was going like, normally when I put dry shampoo in my hair, I can run my fingers through it no problem. Oh, actually, here's the, I've just realised I've got a miniature of the one I usually use. This is the one I usually use, the blush one. I literally have used this scent since I was a teenager. I think that's actually empty, so I should put that in the bin. But when I like normally run my fingers through my hair, even with dry shampoo in, it like my fingers go through fine. With this, as soon as I like ran my fingers through my hair, even after just spraying it, it felt all like tattered and like knotty, and it felt horrible. So literally felt like I'd backcombed my hair and I was running my fingers through it, so that wasn't good. So I used it again the other day when I was on nights to just kind of prolong washing my fringe, because obviously the rest is slicked back into a bun, to keep it out the way and off my collar. But your fringe obviously can get greasy dead fast. So I thought I'll put it in again, and the exact same thing happened. So it wasn't user error or me fluffing up with a brush, it was this product. So it literally is like backcombing in a bottle. So I might save it for if I've got any events where I need my hair to be a bit more voluminous, and then I'm going to wash it the next day, because I've noticed since I've sprayed that, even when I take my hair out of like a bun, it's still voluminous. I'm so tired. I'm just gonna make a coffee. Yeah, it's still voluminous, so it works for giving you much needed volume, but I wouldn't recommend it as using it on like an everyday type of dry shampoo. I'd recommend going for one like the blush one. So I'm gonna have to go and get some more, which is a shame because I spent $6.50 on that one for it to not work. Well, it worked, but it didn't do what I wanted it to. So I'm gonna, I think Friday, Friday I've got to nip out to a couple of places, and I've actually got to go to Boots. So while I'm in Boots, I will pick up the blush one in the bigger size, or maybe the cherry, depending on what scent they've got available. But I'm going to go downstairs and get some coffee, and I need a massive coffee to start getting some work done. But I have downloaded an app called the Focus Keeper, and it basically looks like this, and I've downloaded it because for the next couple of weeks, on my days off where I want to get work done, obviously today went off to a little bit of a hitch, but on my days off I want to do I believe it's called the Pomodoro method, and it's basically where you work for 25 minutes, then you take a 5-minute break, then you work for 25 minutes and take a 5-minute break, and you do this 4 times, and then you take a longer break. And it's supposed to be a more productive way of like getting stuff done, and like either at night before you go to bed or like in the morning when you first get up, you write yourself a list of the things you want to get done for the day. Now you can do this with the timer on your phone and like a piece of paper, because a lot of people I've seen do, they have a timer set for 25 minutes, and then when it goes off they put a tick on the paper, and then when they get 4 ticks they take a long break, whereas this app basically counts the rounds. So I'm going to test this out probably for the next couple of weeks, because I want to see if it actually does work, and because my week isn't a traditional week as most people who I've noticed who've done it, so I only have maybe 3 or 4 days where I actually sit down and do proper work and do tidying and stuff like that. The rest of the week I'm working all day from like 7 in the morning till 8 at night, so I won't really have anything to use for it, because I certainly can't use it in work. So I'm excited to see over the next couple of weeks how it works out, and then I will write a blog post all about it, and like let you guys know how I got on. So I'm going to start that today, because I have quite a few things that I want to get done. First up, I'm going to actually get my planner out and plan out the rest of the week, because I was originally supposed to be on nights this week and I'm not anymore. So I hadn't planned out my week yet, because I knew that wasn't going to happen. So I'm going to do that, have some lunch and have a coffee, and then I'm going to get started on this Pomodoro method to try and get some blog writing done, some editing done. I do need to prep my food for work, and then I need to get some tidying and washing done. You can probably hear the washing machine going in the background, but I excuse me, I have had a coffee, so I am caffeinated, and I've also put some washing on already while I was cooking some lunch. I decided to just do some quick and easy cheesy pasta. So I made like a Slimming World friendly cheesy pasta, and it's basically chicken in fry light, pasta, and then I made like a cheesy sauce with quark and like 40 grams of light cheese, which is super easy, and it makes like a really cheesy creamy sauce. That's the creamy cheesy pasta, and then I've just got a Pepsi Max to go with it. And I've got my laptop out because I'm gonna start loading everything up, and I'm really into watching like crime documentaries. I got my planner out, so, and those are my stickers for my planner, these little folder things. I've got all my stickers in. So I'm gonna have some lunch, get planning, and then get editing. And I'm gonna start the Pomodoro method as well this afternoon, so I'm excited. So I got my work done that I said, well, I got some of it done. I managed to get some washing done, managed to prep all my meals for work, and I also managed, well, I prepped soup for today and tomorrow and Saturday, and then probably some shifts next week, or for like lunches when I'm on nights next week. I edited, like completely edited, exported, did the thumbnail, uploaded it to YouTube for one of my videos, which was really good considering I decided to start working at 4 o'clock. And then I also edited pictures for a blog post as well, so I can kind of, I might maybe write a bit of it on my phone before work tomorrow, and then maybe bits in my break and things depending on how things go. But yeah, I can't remember where I was going with that sentence. But I am upstairs. It's a bit later than I wanted to. It's like 11 o'clock, but I've had a shower, I've washed my hair, I even did a hair mask in my hair because, as I said earlier, that Batiste dry shampoo left my hair ridiculously dry feeling. Like it wasn't dry, but it felt dry, if that made sense. So I've slapped on a hair mask because I needed to, because the one I had in the bathroom, I had to dig out an old hair mask because the one I was trying out from, it's gonna bug me now, I think it was Maui. Is it Maui? Yeah. I was trying out the Maui, is that gonna focus? The Maui hair mask. I picked it up from Superdrug, and I'd used probably I had 3/4 of the thing, like the tub left, and my mum was sorting out the bathroom. I think it was after the cat passed away. She was sorting out the bathroom and giving it a deep clean and everything, and she's accidentally binned it. So that was she's fault. So I'm hair mask-less, but I think I've got some like miniature hair masks. I had the rest of one hair mask left to use, which I have done, and then I think I've got some miniatures in my little like hair care drawer in my Alex drawers. So I'm going to try and use them up before I go back and get the Maui one again, because I did love the Maui one. It smelled amazing, and it left my hair feeling so good as well. And you only need a tiny bit. So yeah, I need to go back and get that. But I have showered and I've just put on my Clarins skincare, and then I am gonna go to bed. But I thought I would vlog a little bit in the morning as well, to kind of, maybe tomorrow or maybe the day after, one of the days that I'm on long days, I'm gonna vlog in the morning. Maybe Saturday, because Saturdays there's not as much traffic on the road. Well, I mean, there's not as much traffic at 6 AM anyway, but at the weekend there's even less traffic, so I can get to work faster. But I am just going to take my inhaler and my meds and go to sleep is basically it. I might put an episode of something on my iPad just to kind of wind down, and basically had a chilled evening. We had dinner all together, but we normally sit and eat dinner around the table, and tonight we decided to sit in the front room and watch Monsters University, like me, my mum and my little brother, which we never get to do anymore. Like we never sit, well, like we're all so busy and like all work different shifts, so it's quite nice when we all get to sit down and watch like a film together, because we used to do it all the time. But I'm gonna stop whittering on. I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye guys.